All right, guys, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome aboard to the aftermarket recap for the week. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of GAR Capital. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any news regarding the market, what we're looking at in terms of trading it. In terms of the week this week, again, you can see the NASDAQ is leading the way, up 0.1%. The S&P down about 0.8% just for the week. Dow was down 1.24. If you guys remember yesterday, the Dow actually closed in negative territory for the year. It did bounce back. You can see up 546 points. NASDAQ up about 2%. The VIX down about 14.44% with the S&P up 1.85%. Where does that leave us this week? Let's go ahead and kind of track it as we went. Monday, pretty much a down day. Tuesday, we had a big drop and then we retraced some of the gains. And then Wednesday, we had our FOMC day. FOMC was right here. This is all Powell. Bounced. I went to go long here at 4,100. And I was a little early. We got stop hunted right around 40.65. I had to stop at 40.80 because we did catch this move on Wednesday on futures. So you could see this big move. And all we did, guys, is get back to that same 41.50 level we talked about on the morning note over and over. So not a whole lot to celebrate. I can't really say, oh, I'm extra bullish now. I mean, nothing has really changed in terms of the S&P. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weekly here. You can see the weekly candle has closed. Yes, you do have a doji, shooting star, what have you. But again, until you get above 42.04, guys, can't really get too excited yet, because you also have the August highs here at 43.09. But a break above the 100 would be key. Maybe we do get to here in August, 4,300, and kind of match that same level we were last year. But again, a lot of things need to go right. So far, so good in terms of earnings. Apple had a nice earnings report. So with that being said, let's turn our attention to our signals this week. I'll go and bring this up here. Bring up the Discord server. So here we were this week. Let's click this up here. We went 1 for 2. Apple pretty much hit it right on the nose in terms of the time of the strike or the target, but just a little early. We opened it on Monday. DraftKings earnings was not an earnings play. We're playing a pre-earnings play. We held on to it. It printed as high as 188%. I don't know if everyone got that, but again, I had to take the screenshot as quick as I could. If you guys take a look here, the average cost is 117. The signal was 110, so it was actually a little higher than what was showing on my Robinhood here. I did not close on 188, but again, I only have 2 hands. Can't really send a screenshot and when to close as well and close as well. It did hit back above 42%. If anyone missed it, that was at 9:37 in the morning. I went ahead and laddered DraftKings as well. I added 5 contracts initially at 107. I added 5 more at 117 or average cost. That got me to 33%. Again, I just wanted to show the screenshot there. I did not close. Based on the signal itself, the highs of the day were at 168. That was right around 10:11 in the morning. Here is the runner that shows I got 135%. Again, you can see the average cost basis. I'm still behind the actual signal. So better trade. You guys got a better trade than I did. DraftKings, you can see that Nick had the 23 calls. He did very well on that. Congratulations to him. And here is the level that I actually closed right here. It's 65% based on a 117 cost basis. This is where I closed 9 contracts. And then I had a runner here at 135. So the runners make a difference. That alone offset Apple, and I had a green week. So well done. I'm happy about that. I can't really tell exactly where everyone got out exactly on DraftKings because it moved so quickly. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It was back down. First it was up, then down, and then crept back up, and then soared. So imagine that. Here's the Apple trade. Again, the 175 calls, minus 95%. Basically, just ran out of time, guys, unfortunately. Let's go over the watch list, the actual analysis for these 2 trades so we can actually go over it together, what we got right, what we didn't get right. Let's do it. Apple trade. We went over this one on Thursday's video. This is from Nick and the watch list. Still bullish into earnings above 170. We can play the 175 calls. Premium may be expensive to IV. Below 164, looking to play downside. So again, what we did on Apple, we may have gotten in a little early. Well, we did get in a little early, but here we go. We have a gap to fill at 171.38. We did not get there. But again, the demand should get us a little higher. We got in right at 170.36. That time was at right around the first. That was right around 1 p.m. So let's go ahead and take a look at Apple on that day on Monday. So here we go. We're going to start with Monday. So here is the week on Apple. Right around 1 o'clock we get in, kind of chop around. This is the news here. This Tuesday, this was, I believe, Qualcomm was on Tuesday. And then that's where we continued down. I believe that was the headline, nor was it Wednesday. Either way, Tuesday we sank a bit with the market. And then we kind of chopped around, bounced higher on Wednesday. Right here. Now this is the key point here. Right on Wednesday, right at 2 p.m., right before 2 p.m., we had the FOMC. I'm going to go to premium signals and just so you guys can see it. Right at 2 p.m. yesterday, this was, I believe, May 4th. No, that was not it. Let me see if I have this date. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is May 3rd, Wednesday, 2:24 p.m. Remember, this is the FOMC meeting. This is before the FOMC meeting. So you can see at that point here, this was right before the meeting at 2:30. So we closed right here at 170.02. We're $5 away from the actual strike, and we still had earnings. I even wrote DraftKings is flat. Apple's up 2% on the option. I wrote, if you're worried about risk, considering closing here or pull back some risk, take some off the table. I'm personally not closing because of the analysis. So that's where I kept it. And then we tanked. That's what happened. The good news is that if you held DraftKings, you're very happy. The bad news is if you held Apple, you're unhappy. So it was kind of the damned if you damned if you don't, damned if you do situation. This could have been easily flipped here. This could have been Wednesday's price action, got us to 174. Possibly earnings would take us a little higher. But if we got to 174, guys, if this price action from Friday and we actually had a dovish Fed, for example, or the market did not react to the FOMC that way, we may have gotten up here right on Wednesday before the actual earnings and got out. So we were a day early and $1 short, unfortunately, on Apple. But if we take a look at DraftKings, same type of scenario. And again, look how much we dropped on that Wednesday, came back down, and we held. We held on to Thursday, right into earnings, and we stuck to the analysis, got as high as 25.34. Here's the analysis on DraftKings. Here we go. DraftKings here, nice bounce. Oh, that was the chart update. Where is the update on DraftKings? DraftKings broke alert, but no volume. That's why I get everyone a heads up. Keep an eye on 22.5 calls. You could see it was the first. It was at 10:30 in the morning on Monday. So here you go. Reports earnings Thursday 5.4 above 22.25. We can play the 23 to 25 calls. Below 20 trend is back down. Not touching this one. Short for now. Preference is to play momentum into the report if we get the opportunity. That was from Nick. And the watch list, that's what we got in. So the idea is to actually show you guys, look how screwed this was. How about this? This was from Tuesday. We actually got an ask of $3. Look at the spread, how wide that was. So again, very much volatile on DraftKings, even that Tuesday. Again, I just wanted to let everyone know as went, but I didn't close. So either way, we had to just wait. So again, the 1 for 2 week, can't really sit here and say I got too excited or, oh yeah, great, I'm going to throw champagne around. But again, at the end of the day, you just have to play how the market goes. So what have we learned today in terms of the market? Did anything really change? No. I mean, we got a Fed hike and we may get a pause. Again, maybe. And guess what happens next week, guys? We have inflation report. We have CPI. On Wednesday, CPI month over month, year over year. We have a 10-year bond auction. We have PPI as well, and a 30-year bond auction. So that's already starting next week as well, guys. So it's important until the next report, and then we keep moving forward. After that, we have retail sales. That's the week after, but again, it's going to be inflation. And what does that really tell us in terms of the market? So Tuesday and Wednesday, pretty much important, right? I think we can all agree there. So what does that kind of put us in terms of the market and where we're going to go? It's still a big, fat, choppy, wide range. You could see it here. Just that's where we've been. And until we break above that 100 weekly moving average, nothing to get too excited about. You still have to play just the individual names. Let's go to the NASDAQ now. And again, very, very similar. We need to get above 13,463, which is your 100-week moving average. What I am watching for next week, crude oil. You can see that we are now at the 200-day MA, 200-week MA. We bounced above it. If we get above 75, I'd be taking a look at or 74.76. I'd be taking a look to go long on crude oil on the future side. Keep an eye on XOM. Here's the daily chart. Nice bounce off that 200-week moving average. You have that target here around 111, 124, that cross there. Keep an eye on the 110 calls for next week. Maybe we get a chance to fill that gap here to 114.56 if crude oil continues to go up. But that's definitely going to be on my watch list. Tesla as well. Tesla had a nice day. You can see it closed above the 100-day moving average, but it is slightly below the 20. So I want to break that level so I can take a look at this gap fill around 177.24 if we get momentum. Again, maybe we get the VIX come down a little bit more to around the 16 level, or S&P 500 starts flirting around that 4,200 level. CPI might be the make or break. Maybe we get to 4,200 and we could play the rejection again and just ping pong all the way till the summer goes, or we finally get the break. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it for the week. A volatile one, to say the least, but I think we did very, very well considering the circumstances. Take a look at Boeing. Here you go. Here's that support, 195, and you got a gap to fill at 190.50. That's definitely be something on my radar as well. I will keep you guys up to date as always on Twitter. That is free of charge for everybody at GAR Capital. And we will see you guys on Monday for the morning note. Have a great rest of your weekend, and stay safe out there, guys. See you later.